What's up, Carter? What's up, Monkey Llama? Good evening. I'm on a bit of a mission tonight. I got this. I'm hunting through old sprue boxes. There's some chain swords. There's a piece of a body. That might be useful. We'll see. I'm hunting tonight. How is everybody? How are you? I mean, I'm probably going to need some chain swords, so these pieces can come out. That's a sanguine guard. Shoulder pad. These are some arms. I don't know what these would have been from. Oh, I don't really even know what I'm hunting for. I think I don't have any death company that don't have jump packs, right? So I'm half tempted to be making some with no jump packs. I bought that Terrax seed drill, so I don't know what's going in the seed drill. I'm hoping that you remember this box set? This is a cool box. I don't have any death company with no jump packs. So that might be partly what I'm searching for. I've got all these big ass 40k boxes. Everything, since I moved house, everything is just all over the place. Hey Will, good evening. Hey Nathan. Stephen, what's happening? There's dreadnought bases, I mean textured dreadnought bases. Here's kill team stuff. Here is a, do you remember this codex? I think this is a 3rd edition Death Company codex. We get some fun rules here. You may take additional Death Company models as you wish, as long as the total number of models in each unit doesn't exceed. No, I thought you used to be able to get more Death Company. That was the old rules. Check this. How was the tournament this weekend? The reason I'm on late is I've actually just spent like the whole evening filming 3 YouTube videos, a couple about the tournament and a couple about my next list. So I'm probably only gonna have like an hour tonight, so that's why I didn't set up my painting setup. But Death Company are so blood crazed that they will do anything to get to grips with the enemy and often tear them limb for limb. When the Death Company charges home, all close combat attacks made by a member of the Death Company count as being rending. In addition, unless there are Blood Angels, Chaplains, or Kobold within 6, the Death Company must move as far as it can towards the closest enemy unit. Do you remember that, when you couldn't control the Death Company? I remember that. All Predator, Furioso, the Sons of Sanguinius, Part 2. This was when the Codex actually was something that you printed out with yourself on a printer at home. Crazy, huh? Crazy indeed. The tournament was fine overall. I played like 4. Every armory I played had a much higher win rate than I did, in terms of like looking at that Meta Watch article. So I've broken it all down. I've made a couple of videos. I was gonna say, do I need assault intercessors? I'm making firstborn. I do want to make some more assault intercessors, but I don't think right now. I do have some good old blast markers here. Flamer templates. Look at this old stuff. Look at this though. Do you remember these? Property of Games Workshop, 1993. I guess this is probably older than some people here in chat. Anyone younger than 1993? Because I've still got the decals from the Furiosa Dreadnoughts from 1993. Brand new on the bit of paper. Look how yellow some of these transfers have gone, man. I mean, this can. Let's see if we can read that. 1994 on this one. I've got an orc buggy banner. 1995. We're getting a bit. And this is too new. Get rid of that. Get out of here, orcs. So yeah, I've got some old ass transfers. They don't come off the transfer sheet very well, honestly. When they're this old, it's a nightmare taking them off the transfer sheet. That was when the dreadnoughts used to have those metal stands, the metal backpacks. Do you remember them? And the bit of metal was like it just broke all the time. I don't know what army that's for. Is that Eldari? I told you I used to have lots of art. That is Eldar, isn't it? This is a decal from 1994. Oh look, I've got classic. I've got a real classic coming out next. You ready? It's the Death Company Chaplain from 1994. One day, this is, you know, I always joke about how far behind I am in my painting. Well, here's the evidence. I get decals that are, how many years is 1994? 28 years old, these decals. And to be fair, that model is still not painted. So yeah, don't judge me. Don't judge me. Oh, yeah, I told you I collected Imperial Guard as well. Look, Astra Militarum, and I actually used one of the decals. So I actually finished a model. Fun times. Here's a super ancient orc one as well. If anyone wants these super ancient orc ones, hit me up in Discord. I can probably send you one of them. I'll just put it on a letter. Yeah, so I not what I was looking for in there. Okay. Good evening, Azur. Have decided to watch Twitch this evening. Well, I'm just here for about an hour tonight. I'm searching for. I guess I'm searching for firstborn, unopened, unused bodies. I don't know if I have any. Carter, reach out. Tell me which decal you want. It's yours, man. No, well, actually, if it's the Blood Angel one, it's not yours, I suppose. If it was one of the other armies, it's yours. Maybe one day I'll get to the Blood Angels one. This fucking box won't shut now. Its syntax error says I'm younger than that, although I have a couple of old 90s banners I've got off some guy who didn't want them. Yeah, they're like gold dust now, aren't they? I don't know, like, these, like, here's an orc mission card. Oh, maybe it's not even orcs. It's just a mission card from 2nd edition. Oh, here it is. I didn't know that I still had this. Look. It's the painting guide from 2nd edition. This is what got me, this is what made me a Blood Angels player. This tiny little bit here. This was your 2nd edition painting guide. Step 1, undercoat it. Step 2, have done all the colours. Step 3, add the little bits and then do the decals, right? Like it fairly jumped from step 1 to. There was a lot of no detailed painting tutorials back in the day. It's like it's white, it's painted. But this was the. This paper feels very flimsy, actually. Yeah. They never said anything about thinning your paints on this, did it? Did it say anything about... It said mixing paints. No, it doesn't say nothing about thinning paints. That's why my original models are painted so bad. I knew I had that. Those are for the Snakebite Boar Boys. They've replaced. That was exactly it. The Snakebite Boar Boys, Azure. They came in like a green box. Chronosane's painting Centurions this weekend. Oh man, I'm gonna get some new Blood Angels, but I'm not sure it's gonna be Centurions. All right, here's another. If we've got some Ultramarines players. I have Ultramarines banners from the 90s as well. I don't know how I have these. They probably came boxed with like a captain or something. So if there's an Ultramarines player that wants a couple of banners, you can reach out to me. I don't know if they'll stick once you peel them off the paper. They've been in a box for 30 years. They're yours if you want them, so. The paint was really thin as well back then, so I don't know how I ended up getting it on so thick and badly. I really don't know how I did so badly with it. Let me show you. People talk about pile of shame. This is the pile of sin right here, right? Look at these babies. These are my original 2nd edition models. Look how, like, I tried to strip the paint off them. I honestly tried. Like, looking behind there, like, how did the paint, like, I need to get some bio strip or something, but this was my original Blood Bowl team as well, and they were painted absolutely, like, there's just, these guys honestly became Primaris size, the amount of paint that was on them. I had them soaking like Dettol, yeah, like, let me go grab a knife. You can't even get the paint out of there. Like, it's so thick. Like, I can't even get it out with a knife. Look at that. I tried cleaning them up. That's why if they ever release like the original 2nd edition box set like this, with the original models, I'll buy it just so that I can do a better job than what I did here. It's just tragic. Absolutely tragic. Oh look, there's one of those broken Dreadnought banners I was talking about. There you go. As always, they always broke, didn't they? Yeah, so this was like my pile of absolute shame. I actually think I just did one coat. One ridiculously thick coat, and I don't even know how I did it because that paint back in the day was so thin. Alright, there's nothing useful in those boxes. Next box. Okay, Assault on Black Reach. Dark Imperium. Dark Imperium is fun if you never played that. The old blast markers, look at this. Well, that's when they introduced the Grey Knights. Grey Knight Terminators. Looks like you brushed on with a spoon. I would have, in 1993, well, some of those transfers were in 1993, right? So I was 10, dude. You remember when we used to be able to order the individual models one at a time? Or even just an arm? You could order like an arm. Do you remember that? I liked that actually. Oh, the old Wardwalkers. Here you go, old Land Raider. Hey, Furioso Dreadnought. That's the banner. That's the banner that I just showed. I get 2 of them. You could actually order the individual bits for the Dread. Why would, I don't know why you would. Like, it's not like you're gonna lose the sarcophagus or the legs or something, but I mean, I guess you can. Look at that beautiful Blood Angels army. That's what I need. That's what we're looking for. Good evening, Highland Phoenix. How you doing? I'm trying to look through some of my old boxes. I'm trying to find, still haven't painted this guy. I'm trying to find some Marines to build the firstborn Marines. Still haven't painted this guy. I did spray this one. His axe broke when I moved though, which is a bit annoying. I mean, it's fixable, I guess. I think I actually already pinned this axe, so I think it's just a case of it just probably just needs glued back on. I didn't have him, I had him in a box with like no packing while we moved house, so. he's fixable. Okay. I remember ordering parts back in the day. It was awful. We still have the scenario booklet from 2nd edition. I still have most of the 2nd edition stuff. Like I think I have the scenario booklet. I have some of the stories as well, because they came with those scenarios and stuff had stories in them, right? But yeah, I only have like an hour tonight, so I just thought I'd try and use the time to see. I haven't been in all these boxes properly since I moved into this house. One of these boxes is going to have Marines in it. Here we go with Shadow Spear. Alright, finally we found sprues. We found sprues! Do we have any bodies? Ideally not Primaris bodies. We've got tank tracks. Don't know why I've kept these tank tracks. Maybe at some point I was going to make terrain. We've got Primaris heads. I've got a lot of these to do. Like, I didn't do my suppressors and I didn't do all my infiltrators. So I've got a boatload of flight stands to do in this box, I guess. And then one cool thing about buying a super heavy tank is, I guess those you get, if you bought like a falchion, you get these will be like the sides of the Bane blade, and they'll just be spare within the Forge World bag or box or whatever it is you want to call it. So yeah, like I've got both sides. So it could make some cool terrain out of this. I just don't know when or how I'm going to do it. There's a Yarick story in there with Dante and the Blood Angels, and they saved the day in Second Armageddon War. In the campaign book, you know where we play our live games, I left all my 2nd edition stuff there because I thought that maybe at some point we would actually play. Oh cool, look, I've got another banner hiding at the bottom here. What is this? Oh, this is a Space Wolf banner. From, also, 1993. Yeah, there doesn't feel like there's much, I mean, that bit's been peeled off, but I feel like there's probably not going to be much stick on these once they get peeled off. But I mean, I've got them. That was from Bjorn the Fell-Handed. I don't know why I would have had a Bjorn, because I never collected Space Wolves. But I miss these sort of paper banners. They were pretty cool. I guess the plastic ones you actually paint are a lot more durable, though, right? Like, all right, cool. We found some bodies, so that's good. That's why we're here. Here's 2 chest pieces. One looked like it'd be like an assault an assault marines chest piece. One looks like it's maybe it's like a Vanguard veterans one. Here's another one. So we get 3 bodies so far. And that's what I'm looking for, just to see how many bodies I've got. We got more sprues of the easy to build Primaris from the Indomitus, not the Indomitus. What's the name of that set? The Magazine Conquest. I guess these are more probably infiltrator bases. They're more flight stands. I've got 9 fucking flight stands to do here. Ugh. Man, I hate doing flight stands. I drill them though, so that like I drill the top of the flight stand so that. Some people sometimes put magnets on the top, but what I like to do is drill into the top of the flight stand, like here, and then just put in like you were pinning it, like put in a paper clip and cut the paper clip, and then just drill a hole in the back of the model and then just put them through. And that one came with White Dwarf. How can you remember that transfer sheet from 1993 came with White Dwarf, dude? I mean, I don't even remember what I had for dinner last night. How do you remember that? How do you remember that, honestly? Okay. Dave, you have an insane memory. Yeah, apparently Tony did drop the... the Thunderhawk in Games Workshop and broke it. Why on earth would they let like a 13-year-old kid hold a Thunderhawk? So I got a bunch of combi weapons here. Stormbolters, combi flamers. I might keep that spool out just for the arms. Alright, I think the rest of this is all Primaris stuff. Yeah, I think it's all Primaris stuff. I did get... Did you guys see that I got the new heads? Did anyone see the new heads? Here they are. You want to see them? Hi, Dagger. So these are the new wardrobe beak heads, I guess. They're kind of expensive. You got 12 heads, and it costs like 18 bucks. But 10 of them are these sort of like ornate beaks. So yeah, I mean, maybe if I'm going to make some Death Company without jump packs to go on my Terrax drill, then maybe they can have these ornate heads. I mean, I'm going to use them for something. I was thinking I might put some of them on Primaris models. But I do sort of wish that they would, like, people would buy those old transfers, or people would, yeah, I think people would buy some of that old stuff. I would buy it. Now I think I know what's in this box, which is the Indomitus box, and I think it's all Primaris stuff, but like lots of Primaris stuff. Like, I just have a quick flip through here, but I don't think there's anything non-Primaris in here. There's like entire sprues of Outriders that I've not even built. Here's, I was going to say, is this Blade Guard veterans, or maybe it's just captains. I've got assault. If I ever need to do Death Company assault intercessors, then I mean, I've got like 20 assault intercessors unopened here. I got half-finished Outriders, stopped building them once I realised that they're crap in the game. I think this is all Primaris. Does anyone want a job to help me build millions of Primaris models? I mean, here's an... I mean, I must have had like 5 of those Blade Guard lieutenants, I guess. Yeah, no, I think this is just all Primaris in here, so... This doesn't help me, it's not what I'm looking for. If I need to ravage some helmets, I could ravage them out of here. Okay. These boxes. Get this box. There's an Assault of Black Reach box up there as well. I think that might have some. There's less here than I had hoped. I get no legs so far. I'm not gonna get very far without legs, I guess. Oh look, this is a treasure trove, this one, Phil. This is a real treasure trove. We got Mephiston in blister pack. Lord of Death, firstborn. We've got Tycho in a blister pack, firstborn. And we've got a very yellow Games Day captain. 12 plus, that's funny. What year was this guy from? But this blister pack is crazy yellow. This was the captain from the front of the 2nd edition box. Oh, 2012. This guy's not too old. He's only a decade old. I mean, I'm only a decade behind opening and painting my models, guys. Come on. That's not so bad, is it? And then look, we've got a half-done Ball Predator because I couldn't I'm waiting. This ball predator has been waiting for the ball predator to be good for like 10 years, so that once it's good, I'll know what weapon options to put on it, right? Because I've got the las cannons here. I've actually, I guess I've got the double las cannon sprue. I've got an auto cannon on the sprue. Like, just make the damn predator good, and I'll finish building it. Like, this predator is doomed to stay forever in this box. I'm like, there's the flamestorm cannon. It's doomed to stay forever in this box until the fucking predator becomes good again. How many Jake says 3 unmade? Alright, you got me beat, Highland. I turned my ball predator into a whirlwind for this gym. Seems like a good idea, Jim. I mean, I don't know what else you could do with them. Right, tell me that there's some bodies in the Sanguinary Guard box. No. There is a front of a chest plate. Would it fit this one? Does that fit? Look at that upside down. Okay, I guess I could use that back bit. Oh cool, there's some Sangard helmet. So I can get some of these helmets would work for Death Company. That one would work for sure. I do like the top of the banner bit, you know, the Sanguinary Guard bit at the top of the banner. I do like that for, like, it looks pretty. I put one of those on the top of my Librarian Dreadnought, and it looks pretty cool. So I guess if you need a Blood Angels decal for something, that is good. I also really like these shoulder pads, and these ones as well. I think they work well for both Death Company and basically anything Blood Angels specific. These ones aren't my favourite, but they're fine too. Maybe okay, we'll take a couple of shoulders. I feel like I'm definitely gonna have to buy another box. I was really hoping that I might have enough pieces to make like 4 or 5 guys. But looks like maybe not. Alright, this box of Sangard can probably just go in the bin because I don't know why I'm keeping 2 of them. What's in this one? There's another one of those things, decals, that's cool. Another helmet. I do like that spiky helmet with the blood drop on it. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Could be useful for like a Primaris captain at some point or something like that. Okay. An extremely disappointing amount of legs. I got 3 torsos, but I don't think I saw any legs. There's one more box behind there. Good evening, Toasty Devil. You're working on more Sangard yourself. Yeah, I was thinking of trying to work on some Death Company, like firstborn Death Company without jump packs. So I was hoping to achieve. But I think I'm running out of boxes to check. Use Primaris legs for scale. I mean, I guess I could use the Assault Intercessor Primaris legs. How janky does that look if you put firstborn? Actually, would anyone have a problem with that? That's a good question. If you made Death Company Intercessors, let me think about this. If you made Death Company Intercessors, could you run them as firstborn Death Company? Because they're the same bases, right? The only disadvantage, I guess, would be they'd be a little bit bigger. Maybe I should just make them. Maybe I should just make Death Company Intercessors. Would anyone be upset about that? Nathan says he cut off the spiky halo of that helmet and used it to add to the Reaver helmet. Then put it on a Primaris chaplain on a bike. That sounds like it could be pretty cool. People run them as firstborn? Oh shit, then that's what I'm doing. I might still buy another Squad of Death Company, so I've got more. So I've got more. Use your words, John. Yeah, technically you would be modelling for disadvantage as they are slightly bigger. Yeah, I don't care about modelling for disadvantage. I always end up modelling for disadvantage because I tend to go by, as competitive a player as I am, I tend to go by the rule of cool. So like I said, I put those extra wings on the top of my Librarian Dreadnought, making him taller because it looks cooler. So technically on some bits of cover you can maybe now see him because he's got wings on top of him, but it looks a lot cooler, right? So, as competitive as I am, I do model to make them cool. Old Terminator models with Blade Guard shields. I used Terminator shoulder pads on the easy to build Blade Guard to give them Blood Angel shoulder pads. It looks pretty cool. Alright, one sec. I've got one more box to check and it's way up high. You know what, I think this is my drop pod in here actually. Oh yeah. it's the Salt and Black Reach box. Right. Just like the full Salt and Black Reach box, and then you open it up and what's inside it? Just a drop. This drop pod is definitely unopened. Again, don't judge me. A lot of unopened shit. I feel like all my spare time I spend on Blood Angels, and there's still loads of unopened shit in there. Alright then, we're modelling for disadvantage. Good point. Thank you for whoever told me to do that a minute ago. Steve is 30 unused firstborn. I mean, it's like every 6 months or so, Steve, I tend to just buy like some sort of firstborn box set, be it Vanguard Veterans, be it Sanguinary Guard, or be it like Blade Guard. No, not Blade Guard. Vanguard Veterans, Death Company, or Sangard. Just because those boxes, sometimes I've even bought, like I bought a box of Stern Guard before because they come with tons of combi weapons. Yeah, so screw it. We're gonna make some like quote unquote firstborn Death Company for my Terrat, but they're gonna be Primaris again. These guys have these weird bases, don't they, where the foot slips into them, yeah. I think I'll need... Am I gonna make 10? I guess I could make 10. I'm not gonna make all these guys tonight, but I guess this is my next project. We take out 10 bases. No, let's start with 5. I wouldn't get confused taking everything off the brew. Nathan uses Stern Guard for company veterans. Yeah, they're a very good unit for company veterans. And the one thing I like a lot about company veterans is that you can go double chainsword on them. 20 points per model, and then you give them 2 chainswords, meaning on the charge they get 6 attacks. I mean, I guess Death Company gets 6 attacks on the charge as well, but the veterans at least can do some actions and stuff. They're a little bit more versatile, right? I really like I bought some of them. Speaking of shields, I think if you go to... Where did I buy them from? I bought some of the shields that I'm gonna have to do these without instructions because fuck knows where the instructions are. Let me think. Shields. What are those Forge World Terminators, the special Blood Angels only ones with like the swords and shields? I bought some of them. I felt like they were pretty cool. Vanguard Veterans, you get a good number of Thunder Hammers in the box as well, I think. I was going to say, these kits aren't going to be the easiest with no instructions. Was there instructions still in the box? There's a book called The Edge of Silence. No, this is just going to have lowery bits in it, isn't it? Okay. Crimson Paladins, that's the one. Yeah, I realise now we're gonna definitely want the instructions. I do realise that. I'm probably gonna be able to get them online, right? Assault Intercessor's instructions. This is literally the first thing you hit. Apparently there's a subreddit called Warhammer Instructions. These aren't standard assault intercessors though, are they? Of course, these are going to be the ones from Indomitus, which makes it alright. I found at least one page of them. I guess if I can find one page of them and work through that first page, then maybe it'll become easier, right? Because I will have worked through one page. Okay. Let me put the chat back on my screen. Instructions are obscuring it. Yeah, the Crimson Paladins have 6 shields. I think I found somebody on eBay that was just selling the shields, like they were 3D printed, but they were just the Crimson Paladin shields. And sometimes I think when you find those shields, or you find those things on eBay, the printing's usually pretty good, right? Like, I almost think that you possibly wouldn't, once you spray it and paint it, you possibly wouldn't know that it was, you wouldn't know it was a 3D printed model. Alright, I think it's this one. Yeah. Oh well, I mean, I've been thinking about doing Death Company Intercessors for a while. So I guess if I do this squad, then that gives me the option to make them either firstborn, just firstborn Death Company with bolt pistols and chainswords, or I can run them as Death Company Intercessors. I think I've got 20 of these guys, so maybe we could do like 10 with bolt pistols and chainswords, and then like 10 with I don't know, some sort of like, I don't know, some plasma pistols or a thunder hammer or something. I magnetized my Death Company jump packs to put on regular jump packs, and maybe ripping off your jump packs with Death Company and doing the same afterwards. That sounds like a good idea, actually. Thank you so much for subscribing, Joe Jordan. I do appreciate it. We are always ticking up on the subscribers, just past 11.2 thousand, which is pretty. I mean, it's actually kind of crazy. The football team that I support has like 14,000 subscribers, has 14,000 seats in their stadium, so it's like, you know, in a couple of, I don't know, in a year's time or something, I'm literally going to have more subscribers than the football team I support, which is just insane to me. Camille has finally just reached 25 Death Company and 25 SG. Nice, Camille. I think I'm over 25 Death Company. My problem is I glued all my fucking jump packs on, didn't I? Because I'm an idiot. The thing is, when I first started the hobby, like, the jump packs were metal, so I don't know if there was even an option to magnetize. Like, I wouldn't have had a drill or anything that could have probably drilled into the metal. So like a bunch of the guys I'm actually working on at the moment, like this guy is a metal model. You can kind of tell he's metal because like look at like how badly the proportions are. That's my daughter crying. I'll be right back, sorry. Is it even possible to magnetize metal ones nowadays? Like, you would need some sort of crazy drill, would you, to drill into the metal ones? Anyway, I absolutely hate going back and touching finished models. I don't know if it's just like the perfectionist in me or what, but like, if I have to go back to models that were previously completed and waste and like hurt them or damage them, drives me wild. Jason's coming in as a company veteran, a new member, I think. Jason, thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate. Oh, don't tell me my glue's blocked. It would be, wouldn't it? Would be when I'm trying to stream. Do you have a lighter in here? Yes. Does the lighter have gas in it? That'll be the $1,000,000 question. The lighter does not have. Oh, did it? Lighter doesn't have any gas in it. I need to find a lighter with some gas. I know where there is one. I'll be back in just a second. Alright, I'm sorry about that. Everything is going against me tonight. Pro tip, if you have a glue like this and the nozzle gets blocked, all you need is a lighter. Just heat up the thing. There you go. Nozzle unblocked. How easy is that? That's why I like these glues with these really long tips, because they basically never get blocked, right? As long as you can find a lighter or a match. Anyway, Jason, thank you so much for becoming a company veteran. I do really appreciate it. Metal models are pretty soft metal. It's a pain in the ass, but it can be done, says Frank. Can someone link the Discord to chat? I can never find it. Well, I can link you Discord right now. Yeah, sure. There's supposed to be a link in all my video descriptions to Discord, but I will create a link right now for you. Someone else asked about that the other day, actually, so I don't know if the link has got broken or something. But anyway, here's a link to Discord. You know. There you go. No problem. Heating up and eating. Dude, my new house is so much better for like temperature than my old house. So I mean, arguably, possibly don't need the gloves. But these are compression gloves, so it means like it like compresses the skin and they keep you like really, really warm, and Yeah, my old house was so brutal. I think I used to wear 2 pairs of gloves on stream sometimes in the old house. So 1 pair of gloves is fine, huh? All right. These are going to be my Herax wielding death company, I guess. Oh, you're most welcome, Jason. Thanks for hanging out and thanks for the support. I really do appreciate it. The support you guys give me is always... It blows my mind sometimes, the amount of support and the nice comments. Sometimes I get hateful comments, but I'd say the hateful... It's like 1 in 100. Maybe it's actually more like 1 in 1,000. Most of the time people are pretty nice. I just snipped this off without realizing, looking at the instructions and thinking like, is there a number 1 on this instruction? No, I'm just going to guess that no. If that was number 1, I'm going to guess number 2 is the piece I need. Yeah, if it's not, we'll figure it out. The first time I came back to the hobby, like this was like 4 or 5 years ago. I'd had a long break. I came back to the hobby, and I didn't realize that the sprues had numbers on them. So I got like a box of stuff and just cut everything off, and then went like, oh, this is pretty difficult actually, because I just cut everything off and cleaned it all like this, you know, and then went like, oh wow, it's pretty difficult to build these. And then someone was like, you know that all the pieces have numbers on them. I was like, oh, they do? Oh well, that would have been useful to know when I was I got the box. These gloves do not make me paint any faster, unfortunately, Tezab. It's getting cold though, man. It's November here in Scotland, and I have quite a new house. Like when I bought this house, it was only like 3 or 4 years old, so it's a lot warmer than my old house. But it's starting to get quite cold. I don't know when there's going to be snow, but in the mornings it's like this Saturday. I was looking at the weather. It's going to like low of 3 degrees, high of 7 degrees. So like it's getting pretty cold. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but good evening, Mike. How you doing? Didn't I give Frank a membership last month? I don't know who gave a membership last month to, but you gave Frank a membership this month, Carter. Very generous person, you. Thank you so much for doing. I mean, you've given a bunch of gifted subs over the last month. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I'm gonna need the instruction because there's going to be a hole in this guy here. I'm assuming there's not supposed to be a hole in his body. There's already a layer of snow where Jacob is. Jeez, okay. You have to. There's a YouTube option to get gifted subs. It's not enabled by default. You have to enable it. I watch a bunch of other YouTube channels that sometimes get gifted subs, and I've never had one, so maybe I haven't even turned it on myself. Where the hell is instructions for these guys? Assault intercessors, the like easy instructions. They're easy to build, but I'm a dummy. Assault intercessors Indomitus instructions. Oh, that's like the second most searched term on YouTube, on Google for assault intercessors. Found one page of instructions, but they don't have these numbers on them. God damn it. Alright, well these two bits go together. I'm just going to have to guess. Oh, it's going to be that piece there, I'm sure it is. Alright, we're building these without instructions because that's how hardcore we are. I probably put the instructions somewhere safe, but like when I moved house, everything just went to shit. So what would you guys put in a Terrax then? I've been thinking about this tonight a little bit. My thought for the Terrax is like Tycho, right? Like 8 Death Company. Tycho 8 Death Company. Company champion, because then we can take Icon of the Angel, and I think Icon of the Angel makes a lot of sense because what it will give you is rerolls to charge for not just Tycho and the Death Company but also the Terrax, because the Terrax is a Blood Angel unit, right? And Icon of the Angel doesn't care about core or something like that. I found them on Reddit. You can share them in the Discord. DM me them on Discord, dude. I mean, like, I don't hide my DMs or anything like that. You can just DM them to me. Good evening, Reziel. How you doing? So I think that and then company veterans. So basically, like, if you do that, then you've got 5 units, including the Terrax. Yes, it's going to cost you like 500 points, but for Relentless Assault, you're just gonna be able to put 5 units into their deployment zone if they don't have it screened in turn 2, and then from there, I feel like 5 units is quite a lot for Relentless Assault. You'll probably just be able to move out because you want. I feel like it's unlikely you're going to need 5 to keep 5 units in their deployment zone to score Relentless Assault. You're probably scoring it with 1 unit, 2 units, something like that. It still blows my mind that GW doesn't have PDFs for all the instructions on their websites. I mean, that would probably be a good idea, Marcus. I don't know why they wouldn't, because it's not like you could pirate the models, right? Because you would have had to buy the bot. I guess maybe they don't want people buying them on eBay or whatever. Carter coming in with his... Carter, you're super generous every stream, man. Thank you so much. There, we got a few people with gifted subs tonight. That's your month's support. Thank you, Carter. I think that's awesome. Alright, I think this is... If we mess up one of these models, there's nothing we're going to be able to do. I mean, the reason we'll mess them up is because we don't have instructions, but oh well. Yeah, there's a few people now that are heavy on the gifted subs, which is what I'm trying to think. We've got Carter, we've got Inks, we've got the guy who's got the name from Lord of the Rings. Who is it? I'm not going to pronounce it rightly. It's like Morgothol or something. Morgatha. Oh my goodness, how many gifted subs are coming in? Jimmy, Luke, Robert, Will, welcome to members only. If you guys head over to Discord and make sure your YouTube account is linked in your Discord settings, the way you do that is you click Discord, you hit settings, and it's called connections. You just connect up your YouTube account, you will have access to the members only room for the next month, thanks to Carter. So please come head in, join us in the members only room. Carter, thank you for the support as always, really appreciate it. I just glued this without sticking this, deciding which way this guy's facing. I'm sure it'll be fine. Looks okay. Looks okay considering I get no instructions, right? I do like the guy with the chainsword sort of like on his hip. I think when we come to doing the arms here anyway, I'm probably going to do quite a bit of conversion work on the arms because like these Indomitus arms all come with the shoulder pads built in, and I'm probably not going to be happy to do that. I'm probably going to want to switch out some of the shoulder pads for like actual like a Death Company shoulder pad, and the only way you can really do that is by hacking that whole shoulder to pieces, or hacking enough off of it that you can then get the Death Company shoulder pad over top. So that's probably what I'm going to be doing for the arms. So I guess I won't worry about which arms go with which body too much. Jacob said the Reddit link. Message request. Here we go. Thank you, Jacob. I've got it. You're a superstar, Jacob. That is indeed Assault Intercessors. Oh, that's the whole thing just scanned in. Okay, sick. Sick. Thanks, Jacob. That's gonna help me out a lot. I'm gonna quickly look at the one that I just did. Hey, I did that one right without trying. Okay. Next one is gonna be 23. No, this one's 29. What's 29? 29, 28, and a 30. Alright, cool. Cool. Did I see Chris Chan started a general competitive? I saw he was doing something called Counter Logic Gaming, maybe? Counter something gaming? I think I'm just doing these as Primaris. I guess these guys are they're literally going to be Death Company intercessors, right? But I'm going to run them as firstborn, I think, Mike. Yeah, I mean, I think they're Death Company intercessors, but I'm running them as firstborn. Hold on, what the fuck? Did I take one too many pieces off there? Oh, I think I got distracted by talking to you guys, and I think I took off one too many pieces. Okay, I don't know which body or legs that one was for. Took off 28 and 29. What the fuck was this one? This must have been 35. Was this 35? Yeah, okay, 35 is missing. Alright, yeah, so this was 35. I don't know, I got distracted. Countercharge Gaming. Yeah, I did see Chris was trying to do his own thing. I think he's streaming some games as well. Rizio, I watched a little bit of one of his live games. I think, because I've actually been talking to Carter a little bit about this. One of the reasons that I don't watch battle reports on YouTube myself is like with the kids, like I don't get really time to watch 3-hour battle reports. Like, me and my wife try and watch like shows on, I don't know, Netflix, Prime, whatever you call it, but we're like miles behind everybody else because essentially of an evening I don't really watch television, or I don't really, like, I create YouTube content. Like before I came on here at like 9:30, whenever it was, like the whole evening I was just creating content, right? I filmed I filmed a video before I came on here, I made some thumbnails before I came on here, and I actually finished up some of the video work that I was doing last night for like this weekend before I came on, right? So I was maybe gonna see if like there's a way that I can do like shorter battle reports, like 20-minute sort of things, maybe. with like heavy video editing and stuff. I don't know, but like that's what I would like to do next for the channel, and it doesn't necessarily have to just be Blood Angels. But I don't know if I have time, or I don't know how it looks, and I don't know all the ins and outs. So that's what I'm looking at next. Because I think on YouTube you always want to be evolving and trying to do more and trying to do new things, but yeah, I don't know if 20-minute battle reports would work. My inspiration is Play on Tabletop. If you've never watched those guys, they do really good abbreviated battle reports. And I don't think I'd get anywhere near the quality that they would do, but I mean, I could definitely do like battles where you're learning something, where I'm teaching people things. Chip Hazard says, I've taken part of a community painted Blood Angels army being sold for charity. Just wondering if you could post the link on your channel. What do you mean, Chip Hazard? You've painted an army that's getting given away on charity or something like that? Yeah, I mean, everybody's gonna, you know, there's a lot of battle reports that already go out. There's a lot of other content creators as well on YouTube at the moment, so like there is going to be overlap. I know that like when I used to do them on Monday nights, some people preferred Mondays, and now I do them on Wednesdays, and it collides with some people's schedules. It's never going to be perfect, I guess. So, but yeah, I think. Do you know what, these guys have sat in the box since Indomitus released, so if nothing more, it feels good to get them out and do something with them. You would need, yeah, that's the problem with me trying to do like an abbreviated battle report, right? Like I would need to have someone that's doing like a lot of camera work or something, and then like if they're going to do that, then they would probably need to be paid. I mean, I can't afford to pay them. Because I mean, I guess you need like, well, I mean, like some of these other channels, Play on Tabletop, for example, I think they have like 250,000 subscribers. I mean, if you've got 250,000 subscribers, you can afford to pay somebody to come and video on top of the battle reports, right? 35, 34. Right, where's 34? So I don't know what I'm going to do. All I know is that I would like to try and do something. I always have big ideas, it's just time and we'll see. We'll see. The live game, well, I wouldn't be stopping to do the live games, Jim. Like, the live games are 100% still happening because that's something I do enjoy. I just wonder if there's another, like, could I bring another tripod with me and like just have another camera recording at another angle all the way through the live game, and then at the end maybe, you know, like a week later or this week, for example, when there's no live game, could I produce like a smaller 20-minute piece of content around the game? I think it would be possible. I just haven't quite worked out the logistics of it. I have checked out Death from Above 40k before, actually, but this was probably like 6 months ago, Highland. Like I said, my problem is that I really don't get that much time to watch content. I can't even keep up with a TV show. I have to like do my best to avoid spoilers for like TV shows, just because like me and my wife are seasons behind everybody else. Not even episodes behind, seasons behind. So yeah, I don't get all that much time to watch television. Or when I say television, like I'm more likely to, like if I was sitting in front of the TV, I'm more likely to open YouTube than I am to watch like an actual channel. But yeah, like a 3-hour battle report for me is almost pointless starting, because I'm never gonna finish it. Or I'm never gonna finish it in a timely manner, I guess. There's definitely a market for shorter battle reports. I think there's a market for like me, like a parent that likes 40k that has kids, and only wants to see something that's like 20 minutes long, maybe even less, maybe 15 minutes long. I don't know if I could even make something that's entertaining that's only 15 minutes long. We'll see. I'll make one at some point. That's the goal. But I mean, it took me like months to get together that Sangre Guard video, the painting video, and then yeah, I mean, we'll see. Overall, though, I'm very pleased with where the channel is and like how it's still growing. I didn't think we would be at 11,000 subscribers and still growing. It grows like when the channel was small. Like I used to look at it every day and be like, "Oh, cool! I got like 1 new subscriber." Like I don't micromanage it like that now. Like I don't look at it every hour or every day, longing for new subscribers. I mean, like it just feels like new people just keep coming all the time, and I don't need to worry about that now. I just need to worry about making good videos, which is nice. Each turn gets a 4-minute summary. I mean, yeah. If you wanted it to 15 minutes, it would need to be a 3-minute summary. Who's that guy, Zero Punctuation? Do you ever watch him? He used to do like the video game reviews, and he spoke at like 1,000 miles an hour because, like, I guess that was the gimmick of his channel, or the gimmick of his videos, that he had zero punctuation. Maybe that's what I need to be doing. Zero punctuation battle reports. We'll see. I'm sure I'll come up with something. Whenever I have time off, like my day job, I always manage to make like an extra thing or something new. I mean, that's when I made the Sangre Guard painting video, was like because I had a holiday for my day job, and then anytime I typically have like where the kids are like babysat, or like there's time for myself, then I try and make something. So I'm always trying to make something. If only I didn't need the day job. Yeah, I mean, there's bills to pay though, Mike. I'm sure you know what it's like. Do you know what? When I retire in like 25 years' time, then I'll be able to do more, because I won't have a day job, eh? Just have to work for 25 more years. I actually think it would. I actually thought about this. I actually thought it would be cool to have the YouTube channel when I'm retired, because I was like, I would be one of these people where, like, if I don't have something to do, like one of the things I do every weekend is I go for exercise, and it's kind of like the first thing that I do, right? Like, I get up before I even have a shower or anything, like in the morning. And at the moment, I obviously have to spend like an hour or two getting the kids ready as well, because we have to take them if we're going to do exercise. So it usually means like I have to go like hill walking or something, because I have to bring the kids. I've actually got this backpack that my 2-year-old can sit in, and like I carry them around. It's pretty cool. Costs like $150, but it's well worth it. So basically you can piggyback like a 2-year-old. So like I always do my exercise on the weekends. I always do it Saturday and Sunday, and see if I don't do it. Like, let's say I don't know, it's a really wet day, or for some reason, let's say I want to lie in and I sleep in. See if I don't do it. Like I feel like it's a crappy day for me or something. It's like, not that it's like broken my cycle, but like I feel like I don't know, I feel lethargic. I feel like I didn't accomplish anything. I feel like I'm one of these people that needs goals. Like I need to have something to motivate myself. Do you think in 25 years the ball predators suck? Says Carter. Well, let's hope not, right? Anyone remember the Scatman? I do remember the Scatman. He was like a one-hit wonder. Chip Hazard said he sent a link in Discord if you could have a look. Oh, thanks Chip for the money. I do appreciate it. Message requests. Blood Angels for mental health. Oh my goodness. There's people are bidding on it as well. Wow, cool. Okay. So what's the deal, Chip? You painted all this yourself? you're just selling it to give money to charity, or what's the deal? So yeah, I think it would be great to have. I mean, in some ways, I see the channel a bit like a job, right? Like it's a job. It's a job I really enjoy, and it's what I would be doing anyway, right? Like for me, it's not much different. I just point a camera and shoot. I might not be doing all the breakdowns of units and stuff, but like I enjoy doing the breakdowns of units, and I'm actually looking forward to like a I enjoy doing the. I'm actually enjoying. I'm looking forward to like a new book, a new codex or whatnot, a new edition, so that we can probably get started on breaking everything down again, because I guess everything will have changed to a certain extent. It's just an auction that's going to mental health. There's nothing. Oh right, people all over New Zealand painted the models, and sure, we put the link in chat right now. I'll put the link on the Facebook page later, because mental health is obviously pretty important, especially in a post-COVID world. People have struggled with mental health. I mean, people struggle anyway, but it's been worse sort of post-COVID, it feels like. And where's this like? Oh right, okay. Yeah, I'll put it. I'm happy to put it into the Facebook group later. We'll see if well, if nothing else, it'll get some clicks and some traction, and then it's pretty crazy that it's a. I was going to say it's a pity that there's not like just a link to donate something. It's just like one big auction for it. But okay, do you know what those? Do you know what? I'm actually really glad that I've put these guys, because just painting some Primaris models will probably be better than painting Firstborn for more Death Company, because I have so many Firstborn Death Company already painted. What's the thought on the head size? Oh, there's a link where people can donate as well. That would be cool. So what's the difference between like a Primaris head size and one of these these beak heads? A little bit smaller? It's really hard to tell. I mean, I think these heads would look pretty cool in Death Company. I mean, the Primaris heads are probably fine as well, but I feel like I gotta take one of them off there. You know, they're more similar than I thought they were. I guess the Primaris one is a bit more beefy. That's the one that gets the little banner thing put in the top of it. Okay. Yeah, I like the idea of a charity army, for sure. The guy's eBay name is Crusade for Mental Health. That's a very good cause. I think... Jim says it'll look fine with firstborn heads. Yeah, they probably will. So I'm going to put some bolt pistols on, I guess. And then I'm going to decide... Probably going to, like, these outstretched arms, for example. I feel like the outstretched arms would work better for... like, putting on a custom shoulder pad. Right? I'm gonna have to just guess which arm. This one? Looks about right. I think it's that guy. I'm just at this point. No, it could be that one either. Alright, do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take all the chainsword arms off and just see how they all attach, and because I started without the instructions, so it's a pain to try and figure that out now. Liber Demonica have great Blood Angels heads as well. I've bought stuff from them before, actually. I've also... Maybe it was Demonica that I bought the head. Yeah, maybe it was. I think I've bought a couple of things from them before. I can't remember. I've definitely shopped around and bought custom Blood Angels heads as well. That makes me think that, do you know what, I've got a box somewhere that has a bunch of custom heads in it. So I guess I need to try and find that now. But what I was trying to say is I think the chain swords on the outstretched arms are going to be like this one here, where it's all bunched up. I think it's going to be much more difficult to try and replace that shoulder pad with like a Blood Angels one, because that's going to be my plan, right? Like I think I probably have some Death Company shoulder pads somewhere as well. So I think so they all use right-handed pistols, except this one guy who's got the chainsword on his the chainsword on his hip, and he uses this right-handed gun. So what does he have in his left hand? Oh, he just has an arm with nothing. A hand arm or a grenade arm or something. When Blood Angels get a refresh range, the Primaris helmets will look amazing, just like the Black Templars do now. I mean, Valrak had a video out today where he was talking about Primaris Dante, and that he thinks that, like... Does he think this weekend's stream is going to mention Primaris Dante, or do you just think that's coming soonish? It's hard to know with Valrak, because he does a lot of videos and rumours, and I don't watch all of his videos. But there have been, like, there's just been so many rumours recently. It's like non-stop rumour mill, it seems like, so I've not been following the rumours. I'll just follow the actual releases, I guess. I can't keep up making videos on the rumours either. I made some videos on that big Blood Angels leak, and then like the day after I made them, it was like, oh, that's not what's happening. I was like, oh great, well that was a waste of my time. So yeah, as soon as well, I mean, if we get Primaris Dante released this weekend, I feel like there's too many other things in progress, right? Like, they're gonna finish off the guard and stuff like that. Obviously, they released the stuff about Angron, but I feel like that's all happening before we get. But apparently, it's maybe going to be Angels of Death. Who knows? Who knows? That's what the rumor is, that there's going to be a new book called Angels of Death. And it's going to be very similar to 2nd edition, where it was like Blood Angels and Dark Angels stuff in one book, and we're going to get Dante Primaris, and we're going to get Ezekiel no, not Ezekiel, Azrael Primaris, right? In the fluff, isn't the last Sangreal Guard gonna bring back the Sangreal Guard updated, aka Primaris? I think after the devastation of Baal, there was very few Sangreal Guard left. Yes, I think that was true. So arguably, yes, they would be having to replace them with Primaris Marines, I think. But I've been reading the Astroth book. I think I've mentioned that to some of you guys, that I've been reading this one. It just came out not too long ago. I'm like halfway through. It's actually quite a short book. I'm just ready to start chapter 9, which is page 115, and there is only, hold on, no spoilers, there's only 197 pages, so it really is quite a short book, which is strange. I don't think the last ones by Gal Haley were that short. But if you've not read this book, or you've not got it, or you didn't get a chance to pick up the hardback, because I know that like these hardback books and stuff sell out super quickly. I was lucky to get this actually, and I got it for cost price, $12.99. I got this from Amazon when it's, you know, on Amazon it'll say like one left, so that's what it said, there was one left, and I got it on Amazon. I actually thought when I ordered it, it wasn't going to come, because I thought like, oh, there's no chance that Amazon are actually going to deliver a Black Library book on day of release, but they did. Following the devastation of Baal and the arrival of Primarch Rebute Gilliman in Dominatus Crusade, Commander Dante of the Blood Angels has been appointed Lord Regent of all of Imperial Nihilus. Working within the successor chapters of the Blood Angel, Dante commands the area around the Red Scar to be scouted in preparation for reconquest. So that kind of happened at the end of Devastation of Baal anyway, or that was covered in Darkness and the Blood as well. The Red Wings, I guess they are a successor chapter, and the book starts dealing with them. The Red Wings sweep has led them to the fetid world of Dulcis, dangerously near to the Crixus Maledictum itself. Forgive any pronunciation. Decimated by the Tyranids during the War for Baal, and only light reinforced by Primaris Space Marines, the Red Wings chapter are in no position to deal with events that unfold there. Strange psychic phenomenon and a deadly Xenos enemy threaten the great hope of all the chapters of Blood, and the flaw in Sanguinius gene seed has at last been tamed. Drawn by the Black Rage to Dulcis, Astroth, the Grim Lord High Chaplain, and the Redeemer of Lost comes to aid the Red Wings, but what he discovers there will shake the chapter to its very core. So, yeah, if you don't have this, and you like Audible, because I like Audible, especially when they have stuff like the Crixus Maledium, and I have no idea how to even pronounce that or read that in my head, you can get these on Audible for free if you've not got an Audible trial. There's a link in the video description, in all my video descriptions. If you haven't had an Audible trial in the last year, because they reset them every year, if you didn't know that, you can get another trial. You click the link in the video description, you search Astroth, you'll find the book, you'll get it for free. Just remember to cancel before 30 days rolls around and they try and bill you. Simple as that. The thing is with Audible though, is the second you add that book to your library, like so you take the free trial and get your free book, add that book to your library, you can instantly cancel. You don't have to wait 30 days. So there's literally no chance that you'll even get billed for it. So I use Audible for a lot of things. There's a lot of books that I read on Audible. And the other thing that's cool with Audible, see, is anytime you do, if you are a genuine subscriber to Audible, here's a tip for you. If when you click cancel, it says like, hey, why are you cancelling Audible? Just click the link that says it's too expensive, and they'll like offer you like a reduced price for like the next 3 or 6 months. And like they'll reduce the price a lot, like it'll be 50% off for the next 3 months or something, right? Like just by clicking it's too expensive. So there's a pro tip for you if you like free books and you like to use Audible, I guess. Question about doing retrieve Natman data with just one assault intercessor left. If I play uncompromising fire and shoot my pistol, I can do this without the action failing. So then it's a guarantee. No, I don't think that's correct. I think it just means you can shoot and the action doesn't fail, but I get what you're saying. It's kind of a strange way of wording it, Dark Ginger, but no, I guess it wouldn't let you do it without failing just because that's what it says there, I guess, on the... I see where you're going with it, but no, I don't think that's right. Eric says Primaris Sanguinary Guard would probably look sweet if the Primaris Death Company intercessors are indication they will suck on the battlefield compared to firstborn. Yeah, I mean that's the problem that's probably what most people are worried about with Primaris Death Company. Sorry, Sanguinary Guard based on the Primaris Death Company release, right? Alright, so I'm trying to make sure that I'm trying to get all these arms on based on the fact that it didn't use any of the instructions for which arm goes on which model. I thought I'd kind of maybe got them feeling right, but this guy here at the end. Is that right? I was going to say maybe I can go back to the instructions and try and guess a little bit better. Maybe this one goes somewhere else. Yeah, maybe that's better. Primaris squads have different, can't have different weapons without a sergeant. I hope it's going to change. Yeah, I think you and me and everybody Falcon is hoping that sort of inflexibility of the Primaris squads, I guess, would be the way of saying it. Like, they are pretty inflexible. I think everybody's hoping that will change, because I don't think the inflexibility really adds much. I think originally they were doing that to try and balance them, but like a lot of the other armies are completely unbalanced if you compare it now, so why does it matter? Alright, that sword isn't fitting on anybody. I just noticed there's another sword here. Let me take this one off as well. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say, why would there be... Yeah, maybe I need this sword here. I was gonna say there's 5 left-handed chain swords. I'd only taken 4 off the sprue. Halion Phoenix says, I'd rather the Sanguinary disappeared. I just think that we need a wounds capped model like everybody else. We need I mean, like, it feels like a lot of the other armies have got some sort of big bad now, and we are screaming out for our version of their big bad, and maybe that's why there's rumours that there's going to be Primarchs returning and stuff like that. Blood Angels need something. Will says you'll need to get on Audible. Yeah, it's worth checking out, Will. I have like a 35-minute walk to work every day. So that's basically like maybe a chapter and a half each way. So I get like through 2 or 3 chapters of an audiobook every day, and I have a giant library of Audible books to get through. I always get them cheap. What do you think about running a Leviathan? I ran one not too long ago. I think if you want to run the Leviathan, I really feel like you need the Tech Marine. The lack of the core keyword really hurts it, I feel like. If you do run it, I think the Grav Flux, the Volkite, and then the Drill are kind of your best options. They made Primaris data sheets that way because of money. I don't think they did. I think they just made Primaris data sheets that way because they were trying to copy, like, almost like they were trying to make them a bit like legions, you know, so it was like everybody's running the same weapons sort of deal. But I don't think it's turned out very strong competitively, you know. So I guess we'll see where they go with that, right? Mephiston is weak, I think, Highland Phoenix. I think if they released the Blood Angels Codex today, I would like, as opposed to when it was released, whenever it was like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago now, 2.5 years ago actually. No, 2 years ago. It came out in December like 2020, right? So 2 years ago. When they released that codex, it was fine. Since then, there's been an awful lot of power creep. Like a lot. Mike says if they kept the Martins with the Black Rage keyword, you would run them. Oh right, if he was like Lamartis and he kept the Black Rage. I was going to say, because Lamartis has the Black Rage keyword. You confused me for a second. Lamartis doesn't have death visions, and I think that's the thing that upsets some people. Some people really want him to have death visions. I probably want him to have death visions too. Okay. I have to bail tonight though, because I said that to my wife that it would be finished at 11:30 to help put the baby down and stuff. So yeah, it's 11:30. I'll be back to normal next week. We're playing the Votann next week. Andrew finally has the Hecatonk. Is that the name of it? The big Land Raider thing? Like, he's got the official model for it now. So we'll get the Votann on stream next week. And I think I'll be running my new I will be running a new army list. And as it stands, I've built 2 army lists, and I'll be sharing them in the next week or so. And I think one of them has 4 Death Company units, and the other one has 5. And one of the 5 is Tycho, which I don't think you probably thought I would ever have said ever. Tycho the Lost. I mean, he's dead in the lore, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but yeah, I've made a list with Tycho. Actually, well, that's one of the reasons I'm making Firstborn Death Company. One of the 2 lists I built had a gladiator in it, Highland Phoenix, and then I took it out. I'm probably gonna have to buy some models over Christmas. The gladiator, I find it so hard to include the gladiator tank. I just find it so hard to include it. Armor is just in such a bad state. Anyway, I better get off. I've got a new video coming out on Friday. It's like an hour long actually. It's like 58 minutes long. It's one of my longest videos that I've made in a while. So I've got that coming out on Friday, and I'll probably be back here Saturday night to stream my normal time. And then Army List show on Sunday as always. And then next week it's squats on the Wednesday. I think, yeah, that was my thing with like the Gladiator. Like I like the Valiant, but like I can't see any reason to like the Valiant over 3 land speeders with multi-metas, right? Because I think 3 land speeders with multi-metas is going to synergize really well with like Relentless Assault too, with a 16-inch move. Whereas like the Gladiator, yeah, I don't know. I can't get on board with the Gladiator. I think it's just because it profiles. I'm not sure. I'll run it at some point. We'll see. Alright, I'll be back. I'll see you guys on Friday. I'll be back live on Saturday night, probably about 9:30. Enjoy your evening, guys. Thanks for watching. Appreciate the super chats as always. You know who you are. I'm too obsessed with Melta. I'm mainly picking the land speeders for their speed and the fact that they are going to relentless assault me. I'm not really picking them for the Melta. I guess just the Melta is the weapon that they have. I was going to say, I guess we could run the Gladiator against the Squats Highland Phoenix. I'll run it just for you. I'll run the Reaper just for you. I just have a horrible feeling that it'll go really badly, but as long as there's a disclaimer at the beginning of the stream that says if I lose this game it's Highland Phoenix's fault, then I'm alright with it. So, I'll catch you guys. Enjoy your evening. Peace.
Thank you.